All right, how many people in advance? We're getting closer. 2 more rounds. Let's go. Yo, what's happening, everybody? Brian and Brennan back for Too Much Fantasy Football here on the Fantasy Football Advice Network. It's been less than a week, and I already feel like shaking off so much rust here. But we made it back. Brennan held us down for the waiver show, but it's the two of us for the start-sit show. How we doing today, man?
Oh, not trying to panic on the lineup picks and everything else like that, just like everybody else at home's doing.
Oh, yeah. Did you tinker out of a win last week?
I did not actually. I mean, when you have Devontae Adams and Josh Allen in your lineup for some of the playoff runs, you can't really screw yourself that hard.
I got close, that's for sure. I got bounced out of the Scott Fishbowl League by like 4 points. Because why? I tinkered my kicker. Justin Tucker, you can suck a big one. Are you ready to go?
Kickers aren't real people.
Well, you know what? They were in that league, okay? I thought it was
Yeah.
doing really well, taking a good one, and comes to find out he's
And you
not good
started
anymore.
Justin. Wait, hold on. You started the most struggling kicker in the NFL. Like even I would have been like, yeah, it's time to probably pivot.
Well, I did pivot, and then I tinkered, and yeah, like I said, I tinkered my way into a loss. But we're not going to talk
Yeah, you
about that.
kind
We're
of
looking
did.
forward. We got a few teams advancing, and this is how we figure out where to go. We start with Thursday night. It's the Broncos 9-5 going to LA to play the Chargers 8-6, 41.5 point over under. LA's favored by 2.5. Let's roll.
Yeah, I mean, tonight's an interesting game just in general for playoff aspects because, like, the Chargers have a really tough schedule. The Broncos have a really tough schedule. I mean, they kind of already, I wouldn't say secured playoffs because the Colts decided to kick themselves in the nuts last week. Um, Chargers side, like, I don't really want to start Herbert. Like, I just don't. I just feel like no buys again. I just feel like there's a part of me that wants to start Aaron Rodgers more than I want to start Justin Herbert.
I'm right there with you. I've got Rodgers like several spots ahead of Herbert. I'm looking at Cooper Rush against Tampa Bay over Herbert. Are we getting really wild there?
I don't know if I have those stones, but like it's just like Thursday, like because like look what happened last week. Like, I mean, I don't want to compare two different teams, obviously, but like Cooper Cup laid an egg. Like Brock Purdy didn't do you good. Matthew Stafford, some people started him. Like yeah, I probably would really want to pivot elsewhere.
When in doubt, man. When in doubt.
Yeah,
Bo Nix we're playing though, right?
yeah. I mean, honestly, like even if he throws interceptions, he's still going to throw touchdowns. He has a little bit of a rushing upside. Like he's probably closer to like he's bare minimum. I can see him finishing as like QB 14, 15. Like he's going to be that like lower end.
Bo Nix or Anthony Richardson against Tennessee.
I'll say Anthony Richardson. Watch, we're going to win that game in like some really like dumb fashion because we shouldn't be though and should be tanking, but whatever.
Right. The Chargers side for the running backs: Gus Edwards,
No,
Kamani Vidal. We doing either
no,
one of these guys?
no,
No.
no.
Nope. Wide receivers: Lad McConkey. We're playing him.
Yes.
Quentin Johnston. Where's the? I, I
I
don't know if I want to play
I
him.
don't want to play him to be honest with you. Glad is the only guy I really want to start. I don't I Quentin Johnson's like a it's like a hope and a prayer flex for me. I no thank you.
You playing Quentin Johnston or some of the waiver pickups like Jalen Coker,
Quentin Johnston, I guess. I don't have faith in Coker.
Tim Patrick?
I'll still play Johnson over Tim Patrick.
I think so too. Nick Westbrook Akine?
No, we're not doing that.
We're done with that.
Yeah.
As far as the remaining pieces, I'm playing Sutton as far as the Denver wide receivers go, and Javante Williams. If you lost Montgomery, are you going to pivot with Javante?
No.
No. No, no,
I'd rather
no.
pick up with like Amir Abdullah. I think he has a better chance, more points.
Yeah, I'd agree with that one for sure. We got Sincere out for the season. Let's go that direction. Who wins the game?
It's minus 2.5 Chargers. I'm gonna go Chargers. I think they win and they cover the spread.
Yeah, sure. Broncos. They're like the hardest team for me to bet on.
Yeah.
So damn difficult. All right, folks, it's not college, but we're going to Saturday. It's the 9-5 Texans playing the 13-1 Chiefs. 1 o'clock on Saturday. One of two games we have this week. 41.5 point over under. Kansas City is favored by 3. Okay, so the opening line was Houston by 2, and it's moved to Kansas City 3.5. So I imagine Patrick Mahomes is playing.
Yeah, he's practiced full the entire time. This is the annual Mahomes high ankle sprain, end of the year, get everybody riled up and, go
Yeah.
for a run. Um, Talking about the lineup for the Chiefs, though, like I I can't. It's really hard to bench Mahomes, but you might want to. Like I don't know, man. Like I just don't see the ceiling right now against the Texans. They have a really good defense.
You brought up Aaron Rodgers. I'd play Aaron Rodgers over Mahomes.
I would too. I would definitely play Aaron Rodgers before I play Mahomes.
Houston's been unreal as far as pressure rate goes, and you got Mahomes on a hobbled ankle. Yeah, I'd like
And
to
a
play
bad
it.
left tackle.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford in that same game for the Rams playing the Jets. Would you play him or Mahomes?
I think I lean Stafford.
Um,
I think I might lean Michael Penix.
whoa, all right. You were saying my Cooper Rush was wild. We haven't even seen this kid play yet.
I'm just saying. I think he's going to be a massive upgrade. But yeah,
I feel yeah.
the Chiefs side, like I'm going to start Pacheco this week.
Yep.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's like a wide receiver 2, 3 for me. And are you starting Kelsey?
Yeah, I'll start Kelsey. I guess. What about Xavier Worthy? We're seeing workload
He had
build up.
13 targets last week, man. Yeah, it's interesting. I'll say flex. I don't. I think he finishes a top 36 wide receiver, so I'd say flex play.
You playing him or Rome Odunze against Detroit?
I'll lean Xavier Worthy.
Adam Thielen or Xavier Worthy?
Adam Thielen.
Cool. Yeah, Kelsey, I'm playing. You still playing Kelsey?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's many other options. It just sucks.
Stroud's grabbing some bench for me this week. It's the
Yep.
Kansas City Chiefs. They've been lesser against in their secondary over the last few weeks, but still, I don't want to roll those dice. When in doubt, Saturday out. We say it all the time, people.
Yes. Yes.
Mixon.
Yep. And Nico Collins. That's it. Mixon and Nico Collins, the only ones I want to start.
I don't want to start Mixon. I don't want to start Mixon.
That's weird. I'll start Mixon then.
It's the Chiefs' number one run defense. I don't want to
But
play Mixon.
the Texans love to run the ball though. That's what they want to do. So like the volume. So like if you really going to sit there and bench Mixon this week in the semis when he's basically carrying you to the playoffs, I don't know. That's ballsy.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't want to.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm looking at
Okay.
Kendre Miller coming off the waivers, and I'm like,
You really going to start Kendre Miller?
no,
Joe
I'm
Mixon?
not. But I
Okay.
think looking back, I won't be surprised if we're looking back and like, man, that I wish I would have pivoted. But there's no way you can because it's Joe Mixon.
Exactly.
Who wins it?
Chiefs.
Chiefs. Yeah, give me Chiefs. Some dramatic so and so, maybe a call or a kick, something like that.
Yeah. Something to piss off Texans fans.
Next up, we have it's the 10-4 Steelers going to Baltimore, playing the 9-5 Ravens for what could be the division.
This
45
is a
point
division
over
game.
under 6.5 favorites Baltimore. I mean, yeah, a lot of implications. They would split win losses on the series. They'd be tied up. So yeah, Ravens would kind of take control of this division, and so juicy.
Yeah, the Steelers team is a lot different without a top 5 wide receiver in the league. So
Yeah, their top 5 wide receiver is out right now, so it's hurting them. That's for
is
sure.
he missing this game? I didn't see practice this week. Right? He didn't practice yesterday.
Works out on the side of practice on Thursday, so
That's not good.
solo work probably. Oh, and it's a Saturday game too. So this is your typical Friday practice for him. Then,
Yeah. So that's not good.
yeah, if Pickens plays, we're playing him, right?
Yeah,
100%. But we're gonna go about this as if he's not playing. So Russell Wilson is on your
Yeah.
bench as well.
I think a lot of people are like not like this team cannot function uh, without George Pickens. Like they are terrible without him. Like the Eagles embarrassed him. They don't have like another option. They shut down the run game, so Najee was irrelevant. Jalen Warren was irrelevant. Pat Frymuth, I think he had the touchdown last week. So like Pat Frymuth is the only one I really want to start on the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Najee, if you're in running back hell, I get it. Just we've had some guys going down lately, but would you rather play Najee or Kendre Miller?
Oh, and Kendra, I guess, and that's not really saying much though.
And as of this recording, we're just getting word that Isaac Garindo is not going to be playing. So if they switch to like Izzy Abanikanda or Patrick Taylor, are you doing one of those two over
Give me the San
Najee?
Francisco running back. Give me the same. Yeah, I'll take the San Francisco running back before anybody else.
Wild stuff, folks. Fantasy playoffs, gotta love it.
Yeah, dude. Imagine sitting there starting Izzy Abanikanda. You telling yourself that in
In a
week
dynasty league, I'm
15.
gonna have to. I lost Monty,
That's
I've
crazy.
lost Mason, I lost CMC. It's bad. It's raining men over on my team, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
Lamar, Henry, and
Yikes.
Andrews, I'm starting them all. Zay Flowers, so where you at on
Yes.
him? Uh,
Is it crazy to say that Rashad Bateman might be a better start?
Dude, I don't know if it's crazy. Don't know if it's crazy.
It's,
Double touchdowns last
I,
week.
I think Zay is a very, very safe floor of like 4 receptions and like 50 yards with you're hoping for a touchdown. But I think that is the safest floor you're going to get.
Yeah, at this point in the season, I really don't know what the pivot options look like. Jerry Judy or
The
Zay Flowers with
Zay
the quarterback
Flowers.
swap.
Now with Dorian Thomas and Robinson. No.
Yeah, cool.
Gross. Adam
Yeah.
Thielen or Zay Flowers.
Oh, me. I'm kind of looking at them in the same breath at this point. If we're going to see Leggett and Coker kind of split secondary work there, Adam Thielen's ceiling might be capped a bit more. So,
Okay.
yeah, kind of looking at those guys in the same breath at this point,
All
or in
right.
this game anyway. Who wins it?
Ravens. I just think that with no George Pickens, this is a totally different team.
100%. Yeah, Steelers are. It's unfortunate. Hey, they got their 10 wins. Tomlin's doing his thing, right?
I mean, it's so silly now to have their win loss at like 8.5 for Vegas at the beginning of the year. I'm just going to start betting the over because there's just he just finds a way.
Of course, it's going to be next year when we all just like bet the
I
over.
know. Let's just slam it, and then just like Vegas cashes in.
Finally, we're getting to Sunday. It's the 7-7 Falcons hosting the 2-12 Giants. 42-point over under. Atlanta's favored by 8.5, and we've got new quarterbacks playing here. Drew Lock is getting the start this week with Danny DeVito hurt, Tommy DeVito, and then Michael Penix. He said, "Kirky, get out of the way. Here I come." The Giants side, are you starting Tracy Neighbors? Are you doing anything outside of that?
No, that's it. That's all I want to start is Tracy and Neighbors.
Do you still have faith in playing Tracy? Like he's getting the workload. I think he's a great talent, but that team is so bad. And Atlanta's pretty good against the run.
I mean, I what other options like him or Najee Harris? That's the same light I look at him at right now.
I'm. Oh man, I think I'd
Yeah,
go Najee. Oh my god, why
like
not? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's such a toss up. I'm just like, I mean, if you have other options, I think he's definitely like in the running backs here, like where you're looking at it out of like three, he's probably in the bottom end just because this offense is so piss poor, moving the ball. I could see them being down and trying to play catch up, and that's not Tyrone Tracy's bread and butter. So
If you picked up Jerome Ford off waivers, you playing him over Tracy?
yeah, even with Dorian Thompson Robinson, I think Jerome Ford's still a overall better back with like receiving work than Tyrone Tracy. But I think Tyrone Tracy's a better.
And the Bengals are trash.
Yeah,
Going to the other side, we've got Michael Penix. If this is your first taste of Michael Penix, bigger guy, 6'2", 220. He's 24. He's an older guy. Played at Washington for a while. Had that prolific
lefty.
offense. Lefty. Prolific offense with those three receivers this past year in college football. So we're hoping we can get that cannon. A little work with maybe Kyle Pitts. Some deeper stuff for Drake London. Mooney definitely has been a yard guy this year. So with that being said, Michael Penix, are you playing him in a Superflex league?
Yes.
Bijan, you're playing.
Yes.
Drake London, you're playing.
Yes.
Darnell Mooney, are you playing after the goose last week?
I mean, probably not. I think for me, it's more so I just want to see what Penix does, and I think he's going to rely more onto Bijan. I probably wouldn't start Pitts this game either because like we just don't
Fair.
know. But I just think London and Bijan are the safest options, and I don't
Yeah.
want to get cute in the playoffs with a rookie quarterback starting.
Yeah, so yeah, we're still avoiding Pitts, Mooney, or Xavier Worthy.
I'd say Xavier Worthy.
Mooney or Rashad Bateman.
Ooh, Mooney. I'll take Mooney over Bateman.
That one's really hard for me.
Yeah,
Boom bust is definitely Bateman, but with a rookie quarterback in the unknown, it's wild
yeah,
there.
yeah. It's a coin flip.
Does the rookie get his first win?
Yes.
Yeah, Giants, hold on to your draft spot. Don't do anything stupid, Dayball.
Yeah, you have the number one draft spot. It's not time to sit there and like go for glory.
Dumbasses. 7-7 Cardinals going to Carolina to play the 3-11 Panthers. 47-point over under. Arizona's favored by 4.5 at this point. For Arizona, are you playing Kyler?
I mean, did you see the interview about the cold?
Uh-uh.
He was asked like, "Oh, I played in the cold before," and they asked like, "How cold it is?" And they all said 35, and he said, "Shit." So I don't know. I don't know if he's played in that kind of cold, but uh, Kyler has not been good lately. Ever since I think someone pointed out, even like the Call of Duty release, he's just not been good. But like he hasn't thrown a touchdown. How many touchdowns have they thrown like the past like couple weeks? Like I want to say maybe one.
He's had 3 touchdowns over the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think James Conner's just been the red zone target. I would probably pivot elsewhere right now, unfortunately.
Gotcha. So like Kyler or Tua,
Who do the Dolphins play again?
San Francisco.
Yeah, it's bad. It's a bad team. So give me Tua.
Give you Tua. James Conner, we're clearly playing him. He is,
Yep.
indestructible. He never misses games. Yada yada. We all know this.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison, are you playing Big Marv?
No, I'm not. I don't want to.
If he blows up on your bench, I am okay with it at this point.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I've got him right. He's a wide receiver 3. He's always got upside each and every week, but it's not reliable at all. So Marvin
He's in the
Harrison,
same light of like Debo for me. It's like if Debo blows up on my bench, it's like it's whatever. Like I'd rather live with that.
I'd play Marv over Debo. Marv or Darnell Mooney.
Yeah. Marv. I'll take Marv.
Jamison Williams or Marv.
Give me JMO.
Yeah, upside. Chicago's a rough matchup, but I like the upside.
Yeah.
Trey McBride, I think that's an easy one there.
He gets a touchdown this week.
Do you
He
think
gets it.
so? I bet on
He
it
gets
last
it.
week.
Anytime touchdown bet, put it on it. I'm gonna put some little butt. Kyler
Bryce,
said it. I think he's gonna do it.
Chuba, we're playing, and Adam Thielen are playing. Are we bouncing out at that point?
Yeah, I don't want to start Coker. None of the tight ends like Tremble or Sanders. Leggett is. I still think Leggett will be a good wide receiver next year. He'll be someone I'm kind of like I'll be liking next year, but just right now it's just not there for me.
Are you doing Adam Thielen or Josh Downs against Tennessee?
Give me Thielen.
You feeling it?
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Who wins this game?
Cardinals. They make the division even just so much more interesting.
I think so too. Next up, another divisional, or I guess it's not a, wasn't a divisional matchup. Never mind. 12-2 Lions going to Chicago to play the 4-10 Bears. 48-point over under. Detroit's favored by 6.5. Okay, so you got your fantasy champion on this team over here. So Jahmyr Gibbs is like starting him in every league you possibly, every
Oh
DFS
my
lineup,
God.
everyone.
Yeah, his workload when Montgomery's out is insane. let's just talk about the backup. So, like obviously, if you had to pivot, because they are going to use somebody else, and it's the rookie. I can't pronounce his I can't pronounce his name. What's his name again?
Vaki or Vakai?
Vaki, I think so. You have a Kai,
Yeah.
and then Craig Reynolds. And I said I lean towards Vaki is who I'd lean towards if I'm going to pivot elsewhere. So
Oh God, I don't know if I feel safe enough to pivot one. I know one of them should catch, like one of them's going to get a touchdown. Gibbs is only going to have like three. He's not going to get all 10 touchdowns. But man, this matchup for the defense is it's wild. So yeah, I'd play Gibbs. I would be okay bouncing out at this point, but there's going to be points to be had in this running back room.
yeah,
Goff, you playing him as a QB1?
yep. I'm playing. He's on fire, man.
Amon Ra, JMO, we're playing both those guys.
Yep.
Laporta,
Laporta
where's he fine for you this week? You playing him?
in my lineup. Yep.
In the lineup. All right. Caleb, he's not been bad overall as far as like a NFL quarterback. Like this dude hasn't thrown an interception since week 6. That's pretty good.
Yeah, like I don't know what to do with this Bears organization as a whole. Like the all offensive line is terrible. Like I mean, there's data that suggests it's not as bad, but just like when you watch him play, it's just like he just immediately has pressure down his throat as soon as he drops back. Like this should be a little bit better game because Detroit is just I think they have like the most IR. I think I saw they had like 24 players on the IR,
It's wild.
and the next closest was like 13. So um,
The
he
cursed.
this could be an interesting game just because they're so depleted on defense, where it's like he kind of has no choice. So like, let me ask you this: are you starting DJ Moore?
Probably. The matchup's pretty good. Like you said, the defense is more depleted than even. It was a great matchup against this defense weeks ago when they weren't depleted. So, yeah,
Let
I'm
me ask
playing.
you this: rank the Bears wide receivers for me.
Can you not? Can you not?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna ask
please?
that. So
Because I'm going to have
no,
to say DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Roma Dunze, and I don't want to say that.
I'm gonna say Keenan Allen,
Ugh.
DJ Moore, the Roma Dunze.
That's
I think
probably
Keenan Allen
right.
is the better. Yeah,
Probably right, but I won't say it,
Keenan Allen's the
folks.
best start.
So
Yeah.
read between the lines on that one.
Are you gonna start
DeAndre,
Swift though? Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
he had 19
I'm gonna
carries.
say
I mean,
yes.
20 opportunities altogether.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say you can start him as an RB2.
Oh, I can say you can start him as an RB3. I'd pivot to Kendra Miller, I think.
No,
That's
I'll take Swift.
oh god, I don't like the matchup at all. Cole Kmet, I'm not playing.
No,
No,
he's relevant.
he is irrelevant, folks. Who wins it?
Lions win, Bears cover.
I'd love an upset. I'd love for this to be an upset. 6.5 points. I like the cover.
No, I want
Except,
Detroit to have a home game for the rest of the playoffs. I don't want this team. I don't want anybody going to Philly for the NFC Championship
oh, I
game.
guess
That's a
that's
rough
true.
environment.
I guess that's true. Yeah, let's go to Detroit. 3-11 Browns play the 6-8 Bengals. A 47-point over under. Cincinnati's favored by 7.5. These teams are bleeding points. It's so bad. We did see Jameis Winston got the boot. Dorian Thompson Robinson is playing.
So dumb. So dumb.
We've got Nick Chubb out, broken foot, so Jerome Ford's getting the start. So Jerome Ford, I'm playing in his RB3.
Yes.
What are we doing with the rest of these
I
fools?
like Judy has carried you. Like Judy has legitimately carried you. But like Dorian Thompson Robinson, oh God. I would try to pivot elsewhere, but I get it. Judy's been so good, and I think he's been a big focal point of this offense where like you might have to just leave him in and just see what happens. But it's literally just Judy who I want to start. I don't even know. I don't want to start Njoku.
Ninjoku, who's been a top 8 tight end in 5 of his last 7 weeks. We're gonna have to just.
Pat Fryermuth and Njoku.
Oh, you know how I feel about Fryermuth. That's not good. Shoot, Fryermuth, I guess. Kansas
Yeah.
City's one of the worst teams against tight ends. Not that it's like a glaring difference as far as points per game, but like, oh man, you were looking forward to this matchup from a month ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with the pivot away from Njoku. Somebody should
Okay.
get heavily peppered with targets, whether they're good targets or not. Oh God, Cincinnati, you can score on. There's going to be some points. One of these guys is going to have something. I don't know
Okay.
who. Joe Burrow, you're playing.
Yeah, he's been pretty good.
Been pretty damn good. Chase Brown, you're
Yeah.
playing.
Yep.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, you could probably pivot. No. Yeah, you can start him.
T. Higgins. Do they need him this week as well?
I think it's going to be a scoring frenzy. So yeah, I want pieces on this Bengals offense. So yeah,
Yeah, give me T. Higgins this week. I like him. Does he find the end zone? I don't know, but yeah, I do think he's a good play.
you can start Gesicki this week too.
Ooh, I don't know if I would do that. You playing Gasicki or Njoku?
I would Gesicki.
I'd still stick with Njoku. That Gasicki one it's
All right.
gross. It's gross. All right, last game for us for today. It's going to be the 3-11 Titans taking on the 6-8 Colts.
Go
Oh
Titans.
boy. Yeah, no kidding. It's a 42.5 point over under. Indy's favored by 3.5. Lines move just a little bit in favor of Tennessee. I wonder if that's because Santa lost one of his reindeer for the week. Mason Rudolph he gets the start. No Will Levis.
I think it's a good thing for Calvin Ridley. So again, out of this Titans team, it's Pollard and Ridley. That's it.
So Pollard did not practice Wednesday. He left the
Yeah.
game this past week. So we're still waiting to see if we get some report on Thursday. If Pollard misses, you're playing Spears in place of him.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Spears with ease.
Spears looked he was pretty good out there last week. He was 6 for 7 on
Wasn't bad.
targets, 87 and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can get that passing down work, he'll be great. Ridley, yeah, I'll play for sure. And then yeah, like you said, we're done. Oh, the
Oh
Colts. Oh, the Colts. Notice you're not wearing the Colts hat today. We
no, they don't deserve it.
they
They
don't
don't
deserve
deserve it.
it.
Does
There's
Jonathan Taylor carry the ball across the end zone and then drop it, Brian?
If he doesn't, he's getting cut. Oh my gosh. Yeah, last week 22 carries, 107 yards, caught a pass for 4 yards and scored a touchdown. No, he didn't. Would have been his
I
first
saw
rushing
someone
touchdown
lost
since
their
week
game
8.
because he dropped it. I saw someone on Twitter post that he lost. I was like, that's. I knew. So I literally said someone's gonna lose their fantasy matchup because of that shit, and it
Yeah,
was funny. I saw that.
sure enough. There it
Um,
is. Damn you. Damn you. But we're playing him though, right?
yeah,
Yeah. As far as Anthony Richardson, there's safer options. I think you can play, but I like him as an underdog play.
yeah. He's like a top 15 finish for me in my rankings, um, but
He's
that's
finished.
about early. That's it.
Yeah, he's finished top 15 in 3 of the 4 weeks since he's returned. So,
Yeah,
it's not too bad. 2 of which were top 9 finishes. What do we do with these wide receivers though? Josh Downs, Michael Pittman.
that's
Take a
it.
seat. We're
That's
playing them.
that's how you have them ranked. And I'm gonna start Josh Downs, and that's about it.
Oh man, are you starting Josh Downs or Khalil Shakir?
Closer here.
Josh Downs or Jaden Reed?
Gross. Give me Josh Downs. He'll find the end zone this week.
I sure hope so. I sure freaking hope so. Well, folks, that's all we have for you today. It's going to be the first 8 games for you. If you need the next 8, wait till tomorrow. We got the others coming at you. Of course, you need more information for us. You can reach out to us for any start-sit questions or any of that other fun stuff. Brennan, where can they find you if they've got some questions
You
for
can
you?
find me at X at firechrisballard.com and sellcoltsorganization.com. No, you can find me at FFAMBMolk and then the Fantasy Football Advice Network Facebook group page there.
I'm pretty sure it's .gov, but yeah, the same address right there.
Whatever. Just get rid of them.
Goodbye, folks. Just like we'll hopefully be saying goodbye to some GMs this year. At @too_much_Brian if you're looking for me. All over the Fantasy Football Advice Network if you need more. Until then, later.